Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your reading for the rest of 2023. This reading will go through January 1st, 2024. Of course, whenever you're viewing it is when you are actually meant to see it. I want to say welcome. If you are new to this channel, thank you for joining me. If you find that these readings resonate with you, please do consider subscribing to the channel and give these a like and a comment if you wish. This is for you if you are an Aquarius Sun, an Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising, or have some of the significant Aquarius placement in your chart. I want to thank those of you who have been sending me donations. I do have a PayPal link in the description box below that for people who are interested in potentially donating to the channel. Obviously, people don't have to do that, but every single donation from you is appreciated. So thank you to those of you who have donated so far. And I also want to mention that I have what I call transition life coaching. It's where I combine tarot with astrology, both Western astrology, Vedic astrology, and also what they call human design. If you have heard of that, it's another system for evaluating your energy levels and different aspects of your astrology and so forth. And I use this for people as kind of a baseline reading for people who are going through transitions, crises, who may be between one ending and, it's something that's ended in their life and still waiting for the next thing to come. That's kind of my specialty. I mean, I will work with people who are in any kind of a situation who would like to work with me. But that is the thing that I specialize in, and it makes me a little bit different from other life coaches because it's really meant to help walk people through rather difficult crisis periods in their life with my background in myth, religion, and also in doing tarot and working with astrology for the last 36 years. So if that is something that you think you are interested in or feel called to, I also have the link to liminalreiki.com, which was the original website. I've changed the name since then to Transition Life Coaching. But that is also down in the description box. So with all that little business out of the way, if you're new to this channel, the way that I actually read is I read what they call an astrological spread or a horoscope spread. So I'm reading all 12 astrological houses, regardless of sign. I mean, each house has its own attributes, and I prefer to read this way because I feel that it gives a full picture of what's going on with you, a full snapshot, rather than just looking at, say, love or at career or at certain things. And of course, because this is a general reading, I may be making a very broad interpretation on things. So do take what applies to you and leave the rest. I use cartouche cards for my main reading. Cartouche is a system I have been using for a very long time. It's an Egyptian system. And I clarify it with tarot cards. And the deck that I'm using this week is called the Tree of Life Tarot. And this one's a little bit more esoteric in its symbolism. And I'll follow up at the end with an oracle reading with the Moonology deck. So let's get started. First house is Aries energy. This is you, how you present yourself to the world, how other people see you, and how you want to be seen. And you have the Death card with the Sphinx. Okay, so you are somebody who's going through a transformation right now. Regardless of where you are, you may feel like certain aspects of who you are or what you've identified with may be going away, maybe changing, maybe you're reevaluating them right now. This is Mercury retrograde period through the 1st of January, so this is definitely a time when reevaluation is more important than trying to make progress on something. I mean, it's not a time to start new things, it's a time to revisit old things. So with that in the Sphinx card, I do feel like that is what you're doing right now, because the Sphinx has a lot to do with excavation. It has to do with, keeping to yourself, withdrawing, waiting to see what happens in a particular situation. And seeing that with this card, I feel like there are changes that are happening, but that you are sort of maybe holding back maybe on revealing some of this to people, because this is a card of secrecy. So I feel like there's a lot that is going on with you right now, but there's not a whole lot that you're saying about it right now. So but this to me, these two together to me really suggest a period of reevaluation that's going on for you, in some facet of your personality or what you present to others. Second house is Taurus energy. This is finances. This is your possessions. This also could have to do with your values. Okay, so you have Princess of Cups with the Ankh. Okay, so this indicates, okay, Princess is like the page and it brings in good news, okay? So I feel like there is good news coming, and yeah, with the Ankh card, that's really good news. So you could be getting a wish or some really kind of good news with regard to your finances. Now there's strong Venus energy associated with this house, and there's strong water, or Venus or kind of that sensual energy also associated with this as well. Venus is the ruler of the second house. So this could be you spending money on something you love. Maybe you're gonna, pamper yourself or take a trip, or maybe get a facial, do something. I mean, there's a strong beauty element to this in this particular house. So that may be something that you are choosing to spend money on. Maybe you're gonna have a spa day or something. But there's also, I don't know, I also feel like this princess, there's some new situation, or there could be just good news coming in. Very strong love inclination here, so I don't know if you're spending money, if you're dating someone, spending money on a loved one, that's also a possibility, or maybe someone spending money on you. Either way, I just feel like this is a time of abundance for you, and certainly if you're not feeling like there's abundance, it does seem like there's going to be some kind of a new situation coming in soon, and a chance to spend your money enjoying yourself in some fashion. Third house is the Gemini house. Okay, so Gemini is about messages, communications of all kinds. If you're in your own business, this is about self-employment, self-effort. Has to do with siblings, brothers and sisters, so that might apply, and short journeys, that you might make. Everything associated with Mercury, and as I mentioned, Mercury's retrograde. So for everybody across the board, that Mercury influence will be in a different spot in your chart, depending on your own individual astrology. But this does tend to be an area right now where, you need to hold back, be careful not to misinterpret things people say. Messages can get lost, travel can be delayed, electronics can go haywire, all that kind of stuff can go on. But of course, right now, you have like a double sun here. You have the wing disc, which is the disc of God Ra. This is the sun disc. Okay, you got the little golden disc here with the wings. And you've got the sun card. So this is great. So I feel like some news is coming in that's going to solve a problem, that's going to make things clear, that's going to make things very, very happy. So yeah, I don't know. You've got, wow, you have some really good news coming in. And these are both card 19, okay? So either the number 19 or the number 10, which they add up to. 19, 1 plus 9 is 10. And it could reduce down to 1 too. But there's definitely, wow, just really strong sun energy, and the fact that it's coming up double, like the one's clarifying the other, just brings home the fact that if there is something that has been an obstacle, something you've been worried about, some kind of communication you've been waiting for, I feel like really, really good news is coming in. And if you're planning on taking a trip somewhere, it seems like this could be things could go, if you're worried about travel delays or things like that, I feel like things may go much better than what you expect. So yeah, this looks really good, Aquarius. Definitely seems like there's going to be some messages coming in that are going to clarify things for you and are going to bring you, again, closer to what you're wishing for. Okay, fourth house is Cancer energy. This has to do with your home, your family, your home family, ancestry, sometimes has to do with the mother as well. Okay, and you have the pyramid with the lovers. Okay, so this indicates a test situation, okay, something at home. And this, again, we're going into the holidays. This is when families get together. This may be when certain stuff comes up. So I feel like there's going to be some kind of a challenge or test connected to either your home environment or to your family, okay? And you're having it with the lovers. So I feel like there's going to be some situation where you have to choose a side or pick between two things, two people, two situations. So yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to give advice specifically on what kind of a choice you should make. But with, and obviously things are up to you. But with the pyramid card, there is the sense that you will, to choose, to make a wise decision, that you will be prompted to make a wise decision. And this does indicate good news on something eventually. So if there's something you've been waiting on, some kind of situation like this that's kind of back and forth, I feel like that will be coming to an end, at least, sometime in the near future. I mean, again, pyramid's good news eventually. Okay, fifth house. This is the Leo energy. This is creativity, love affairs, potentially having to do with children. Okay, so you have Seth here. So Seth indicates that there's some kind of an obstacle, anxiety, or block connected to something. And again, this is either would have to do with a creative project you're working on where there might be some delays or problems. It could be a love relationship, a love affair. Maybe there's something, maybe you're going to be delayed in seeing somebody. Maybe you're going to be delayed. Maybe there's some kind of a tension or a quarrel or a misunderstanding. All these things are possible with Seth. And you have it with Anubis, though. So Anubis has to do with protection. And I feel like this could mean a situation where maybe you're doubting yourself, and this is saying, you're not delusional, don't doubt yourself, because Anubis generally brings protection. It brings clarity of thought and action. Now we have it with the Emperor, so this is Aries energy. There's strong fire energy. I don't know. I feel like this could either have to do with a strong person coming in, or it could have to do with somebody with taking control of a situation. I feel like with Anubis and the Emperor, I feel like there's a situation where maybe you are in doubt, or maybe you are stressed out about it. And again, this could have to do with a love affair, with a child. It could have to do with something that you're working on creatively. Or maybe even a trip you're taking, because this has to do with leisure, okay? So, I don't know. But seeing this way, I feel like there's a need to move ahead confidently, to laugh things off that may be a problem, because Anubis has to do with navigating through difficult waters with a sense of humor. It does indicate protection, so if there's some situation where maybe you feel vulnerable in some way, I mean, Anubis does seem to indicate that you will be protected. But with the Emperor, I feel like there's this strong sense of, be strong and trust your own judgment with this one, okay? This could represent another person. This other person could be part of what you're worried about, or this person could be bringing the solution to your problem. So, there's a strong energy here of the Emperor. And again, that's Aries energy. Doesn't have to be male, but a lot of times this is a male energy. So take it as it resonates. But there does seem to be some situation where maybe you feel that you need to take control, or need to feel protected, or at least need to feel that you're not delusional about something. And this would suggest that you're not. Okay, 6th house is Virgo energy, and this has to do with your health, worry, and anxiety, and also with jobs, employment, things that you may be doing to make money, and potentially for domestic animals and pets in some cases. Okay, so we have Osiris with the Priestess. The Priestess is, it's funny because the Priestess is almost like the Isis card, so it's almost like the Isis-Osiris pair here. And again, there definitely seems to be this sense. The Priestess indicates something that's veiled or something that's hidden. So I don't know, there could be some situation where you don't have all the facts yet, and maybe that has you worried. Maybe it has to do with a job. But again, there's also very strong Emperor energy with this. So I feel like with Osiris here, this is actually representing a stable situation. So if you're worried about a job, for instance, this may be saying, well, things are secure for right now. If there's a health situation, this does indicate having strength. And the Priestess would indicate to me, again, there just might be some time, might need to take time out for self-care, might need to withdraw a little bit. I mean, we are seeing this sense of withdrawal here over in the 1st house. So, so you've got this energy of something. Yeah, I feel like there's just something here that's hidden, or something that you don't know about, that maybe a source of anxiety, or maybe a source of anticipation in some way. But I feel like it's basically saying everything is stable and secure, even if you feel like there's some unknown factor here. Okay, 7th house. This is Libra energy. This is about partnership. So if you're married, this could have to do with your spouse. It could be about your prospects for marriage. If you were interested in getting married to somebody, it could have to do with your prospect for marriage, or it could have to do with a business relationship of some kind, or some other significant partnership. But this is generally something that's more committed and potentially legal in nature, as opposed to the more non-committal love affair that you have over here with the 5th house. So, okay, we have the King of Swords with Earth. So, the King of Swords, okay, now the King of Swords could be a specific person. This person could be an air sign like yourself. It could be you, because this is definitely, King is either Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in terms of the energy that it has. But then you've also got this Earth energy, which would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So both of these things are possible. I almost feel like this combination is more suggestive of a business relationship than a romantic one. But it doesn't, again, it does not have to be the case. There just seems to be this sense, though, of something, there's this very logical, practical feel to these two cards here. King of Swords is about analyzing things, using the intellect, using the mind very heavily to do something. And this could be you, and this could be somebody else. Sometimes the King of Swords is somebody who's rather cold and maybe critical even, or very detached. And Earth would suggest keeping your feet on the ground, being practical, being mundane. So I don't know, this could be a case of if you're married, you and your spouse may be more focused on practical issues right now, detaching more from emotional situations, maybe focused on finances. And again, if this is a business partnership, that may be saying, and there may be a need to take the emotion out of a situation and keep your feet on the ground. So take it as it resonates. The other possibility here is maybe you are interested in another air sign here, and this is saying this is a situation where you want to take things slow and steady. So take it as it resonates here. 8th house, Scorpio. Scorpio energy has to do with transformation and also potentially with other people's money. We have Sirius with the Hanged Man. Okay, yeah, double message here again. This is telling you need to look at the bigger picture. You need to take a broader perspective. Hanged Man can indicate things that feel stuck or things that, where something has to give, something has to change. And Sirius is about thinking outside the box, being innovative, breadth of vision, as they say, looking at things from a wider scope. So really these cards mean the same thing. Sirius is more your own energy. This is Aquarian energy with this card. And Hanged Man, I think, is usually considered to be more akin to Pisces energy. But there's definitely this sense here that somehow you may be looking, as they say, don't miss the forest for the trees, as the expression goes. You don't want to be too focused on dissecting or over analyzing something. You do want to look at the big picture with a particular situation. So we'll see how that plays out with some of these other areas here. 9th house is Sag energy, Sagittarius. And this is about expansion. This is, so it's higher education, it's long distance travel, has to do with deeper thought, philosophy, religion, can do with legal matters too. And we have Isis with the Queen of Cups. Okay, again, we've got this kind of Isis vibe, like we have the Priestess down here. So there definitely seems to be this sense of looking at something more deeply. It seems to me that this is more of an emotional depth here, because the Queen of Cups is definitely a very receptive energy, as is Isis. So this may be delving deeply into feminine energy, into what's felt rather than what's analyzed. And it's interesting because you have all this strong analytical energy here with a partnership, but here there seems to be a sense that you want to broaden your emotional intelligence, shall we say. There could be a situation here, again, there could be a trip or a visit. Some people, if you have a mother who lives far away, who might be a water sign or just might have this very kind of emotional kind of disposition, you might be taking a long trip to visit somebody. That would be a very specific message, but if that applies, that is a possibility here with this combination. And I feel like Isis is just a situation that has to be persevered with patiently. I feel like there's some kind of a situation, whether it's connected to travel or whether it's connected to, again, education, learning, or expanding your horizons. There's definitely a sense of nurturing, compassion, receptivity, being open to things in an emotional way, not just in an intellectual way. Okay. 10th house, this is Capricorn energy. And Capricorn is, 10th house is about fame, reputation, career, potentially the father. Okay, yeah, and we've got Lotus with the Prince of Pentacles. So Prince of Pentacles is like the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, this seems like a career situation that is slow and steady in terms of how it's growing. I mean, this is about taking your time to build up something financially. You may have some anxiety about things because things may feel like they're moving too slowly. But Lotus is saying, don't worry, it's, there'll be a peaceful continuity here. I always compare this house to the 6th house because it does have to do with work a lot of the time. And the fact that you have Osiris and Lotus, yeah, there's definitely this sense of being in a stable place. Even if you feel like things are not racing ahead and getting better right now, they're certainly not getting worse. And it seems like you're just in a place where you can, you can relax a little bit. But this is a situation that you're in that even if it feels like it's not moving, this is more a case of slow and steady wins the race with something, okay? Okay. 11th house, this is your own energy. This is Aquarian energy. So this has to do with friendships. It has to do with networking, business partnerships, social things. Also your goals, aspirations. There is a little bit of a destiny tinge to this house as well. And okay, we have Urias with the 4 of Cups. Okay, so when it comes to something, and it seems like it's going to be something that's going to come out of your social networks or your friend circle, there could be something unexpected coming here. And 4 of Cups may suggest that you may be, again, there's the breadth of vision thing. You may be staring too much at one thing and not seeing the bigger picture or not seeing an opportunity that's being handed to you. The 4 of Cups in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck shows a man sitting under a tree with his arms folded, staring at 3 cups, while there's an arm, which is actually the same arm and hand from the Ace of Cups card, holding a cup out to him, but he's not looking at what's being held out to him. He's looking at the 3 cups in front of him, which are not to his satisfaction. And because he's so focused on that, he's not seeing this new opportunity that's being handed to him. So I feel like something's going to be coming out of the blue here. And this may be connected to your wishes and goals too. This may be something, it may be saying, hey, if everything feels kind of stagnant right now, you may just be, bored and restless to some degree, or you may, because you're not looking at the bigger picture, you may not be seeing an opportunity that's right in front of you. So, but Urias coming in definitely seems to indicate that there could be something very unexpected coming in. Urias, though, also, kind of like Sphinx, indicates that there may be, whenever this unexpected thing comes in, you may want to keep it to yourself. I don't know. There's always an element here of caution, of not oversharing things with people, of not letting people try to take away something that maybe belongs to you. So keep your eyes peeled here, and again, take a broader perspective, because I have a feeling there's some kind of victory coming in here for you in your friend circle, or just with regard to someplace you're trying to get to. You may reach your goals in ways that in a way that you're not expecting. Okay, so keep that in mind. 12th house is Pisces. This is about what is hidden, what is unconscious, what you might be afraid of, what you don't show to people, and what you may not even be consciously aware of yourself. So we have Crook and Flail with the 2 of Pentacles. So 2 of Pentacles has to do, this is the card, they call it the card of harmonious change. And yeah, this is usually, again, about flowing. It has kind of the same energy as Anubis. There's kind of this back and forth, there's this flow. You may be juggling a lot of things right now. You may have some decisions to make that may worry you about how well you're able to keep up with all of this. But with Crook and Flail, there may be confidence issues. You may be in doubt as to whether or not you either have the clout to do something, or the authority, the clout, the reputation. Sometimes there's legal matters that comes up with Crook and Flail, so maybe you wonder, am I in the right on a particular situation? That's always a possibility. But I feel like in this house, with this combination, this may be more of a confidence issue, more like, can I do this? Do I have the discipline to do this? And I think the answer to that is yes. I feel like it's more, there may be times when you're worried about whether or not you're making the right decisions, or able to handle everything that's kind of being thrown at you in this particular sense. So, okay, let's go to the center of the reading. So the overall message here is Horus. Yeah. And wow, I got 2 cards here. They're 2 aces, Ace of Cups, speaking of, and the Ace of Pentacles. So wow, you got a double new beginning here. And for some of you, this could be both in love and money, okay, or love and career, or something like that. But there's certainly there's something that, if it's not a love thing, then there's certainly something that, a new beginning with something that is emotionally satisfying, and a new beginning with something that brings material stability. So both of these elements are here. You've got earth and water. And with Horus, Horus just seems to indicate, whatever difficulties you have, this can be about family support. It can be about your own personal creativity and self-expression. But usually when you're in a difficult situation, Horus just indicates, you're going to pull through whatever it is, and then after it's done, you're going to say, oh, wow, how did I do that? That wasn't so hard. There's definitely, you indulge in that, and then you're not sure how you manage to do it, but you do it. So there's definitely a sense of a victory that is coming here. Strong Leo energy associated with this card. So yeah, and being that you have the sun here, I don't know. I just feel like you've got some unexpected messages that may be coming in here. You may have some worries about a particular situation here, like I said, either with a child or maybe with a love affair or with some other kind of venture that you're trying to put forward. But yeah, you've got this ending here with the Death card, but new things are definitely coming in, and this is definitely a card of creatively moving past the things that are difficult, and then there's definitely a lot of friendship and harmony with the Horus card as well. So yeah, I would say the main message for you this week is that you need to take a broader perspective on something, and you've got some really good news coming in soon. So yeah, so this looks really good, Aquarius. Let's just pull a Moonology card for you for this period of time. Okay, so what does Aquarius need to know for the rest of 2023? Wow. New moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. Literally what I just said right here. Yeah, when this card comes up, it's a big yes to whatever it is that you're doing. You do need to remember, though, with these aces especially, that you are at the beginning of something. So you may not be able to see the end of the road at this point, and that's normal. I mean, you just wouldn't be able to see it because you're at the beginning place. When you're at the beginning, you don't necessarily see the finish line. So yeah, so there seems like there's some, again, some of this unexpected stuff that's coming in. So definitely take a broader perspective and have faith in the fact that you are, you know, what you're trying to manifest, you're getting a big yes from the universe here. So that all looks very, very good. Yeah, so this looks very good. Yeah, like I said, I think I mentioned in the beginning, I'm going to be away at the beginning of, you know, right after the Christmas holiday. So I will be doing weekly readings again as of, I guess, probably January 2nd through 8th will be the first one that I do. So, yeah, so that will be it for now. I hope you have a wonderful winter holiday, whatever you celebrate. And I hope you have a very happy new year, and we'll see you in 2024. Do remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.